Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Brenda Owaburiyosti. This is my sister Jovita. Jovita is visiting from Quebec, Canada. She'll be here for a few weeks and we are planning on having a ball together. Welcome back to Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters YouTube channel, where we emphasize play-based learning, wellness, and research-based solutions to issues in early childhood education. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, share, or leave a comment. We would love to hear your thoughts. Jovita is considering taking an administrative position when she gets back home. She wants to hear all about my experiences as a daycare center director. This brings me to the title of today's video: 5 major lessons I learned as a daycare center director. I always love to use quotes. Here's one by Jack Welch that I find very relevant to this title. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. Who is a childcare center director? I have been a daycare director at 3 centers, assistant director at 2, school-age director at 1, and currently run my own in-home childcare service. I started working in the childcare setting here in the United States as a classroom floater, then an aide, and eventually worked my way through to being a director. Wow, sis, that is definitely a huge achievement. It just goes to show that you can do anything you put your mind to. Yes, Jovita, you're right. Anyone can do anything they put their mind to. It does take hard work and dedication, but it has to start with a strong need to achieve something. Lesson 1. The director does it all. As a childcare director, I did everything to ensure that the centers were run effectively every single day. Sometimes I had to fill in for an absent staff, drive the school-age van, doing school runs for the before and after program, as well as create fun summer programs. As a childcare center director, you are expected to wear many hats. Sounds like a lot. It's a lot, sis, but fun too. The childcare center director is the backbone of every childcare center. This statement is true for both small and large centers, as much as the primary goal of every childcare setting is to provide high-quality services to the children and families in their care. Center owners are also interested in the consistent growth and development of their business. Another thing I would love to mention here is that many childcare center owners may not have backgrounds in education. As a result, they may not qualify to run a childcare center. This necessitates the hiring of a director who has experience and education that fulfills state requirements for the position. Directors run all aspects of a childcare facility. They are responsible for ensuring the safety of everyone, involved in the financial decisions, trained in all the courses childcare teachers are trained in, and more, possess excellent communication and leadership skills, as well as be well versed about children and their education. So does that mean you have to take a lot of classes? Yes, sis. Every chance I got. But it wasn't as tedious as it sounds. I love learning new things and improving on my skills as an educator. So I always found those classes fascinating. I still do. Lesson 2. The director is not a boss, but a mentor and coach. Mentor or coach in a broader sense can be used synonymously to mean someone who advises or trains others. A childcare director is not just someone who is hired to tell others what to do and when to do whatever. No, my friend, your job goes beyond that. As a childcare director, you are supposed to make individuals within the school community excel in what they do. You can achieve this by searching for and providing trainings, supporting staff when they are down and need some compassion, motivating people with your words, actions, and achievements. Ask questions and be a willing listener to feedback. Be willing to share ideas and optimistic about sharing stories of past experiences. Be compassionate and encourage with your words and actions. I had to learn to do this while directing. At one job, I was told that I should not rely on teachers for any meaningful decisions because they did not know anything. I was absolutely flabbergasted and disturbed. My question to that administrator was, why were these so-called no-do-gooders hired? Suffice to say, that was not the right employment environment for me. I still have a chill run through me every time I remember that exchange. You can never have that attitude towards people you're supposed to be leading. If you think your staff need trainings in certain aspects, then provide those trainings. I have learned that there is value in every person. It really doesn't take foresight and transformational leadership sense to see that. It also takes basic human perception. It is important that you discover the strengths in your staff and maximize that to make the learning environment better.
I have no idea why a leader would say that, sis, but I'm glad you weren't negatively involved to ride that train with her. I hope that somehow she'll learn to appreciate the value in everyone.
I hope so too. Lesson 3. The director is a connection between the state, parents, teachers, and community. As a childcare center director, I was the face and voice of the facility. I oversaw the searching for and hiring of new staff. Apart from being responsible for conflict resolution between teachers and parents, I was also the person who accompanied state representatives or other guests around the center. When there was an inspection, I was responsible for ensuring that the licensing specialist had access to all they needed. I organized and participated in center tours by prospective parents. I was the enrollment person. I made sure the entire center was well aligned with state standards. I supported teachers by searching for classes and ensuring that their trainings were up to date. I listened to parent grievances. I heard teachers' complaints and consistently worked on a unified school community. I learned more than ever that people are unique and that there is no one-size-fits-all solution when communicating with people from various backgrounds. I learned that respect is earned, and when you respect people, they are likely to respect you too. I learned that everyone had a breaking point, and as the childcare environment can be incredibly stressful, it is important to take people's emotions seriously. This was the most stressful aspect of my job as a center director, but it was my favorite. Why, you ask? because it gave me the opportunity to have a positive impact on the lives of people, many of whom I'm still in touch with today, either on social media or via text messages, electronic mail, and phone calls. Lesson 4. The director is a problem solver. Being a student, an executive at a highly successful tech company, a parent, a teacher, or even a director does not exclude you from encountering problems at one time or another. Being human and living are huge qualifiers of someone prone to problems. When problems occur, it is important to find long-lasting solutions. Regardless of the enormity of a particular problem, it is important to recognize the onset of a problem, set viable goals, and find lasting resolutions that will make the facility a better and more positive learning environment. A childcare director must be a good problem solver. This may feel like a huge demand, but problems are bound to occur in a childcare setting, and being astute to solving these problems and knocking them down with lasting solutions as they occur can be a huge plus for you and the facility. Examples of problems that may occur within a childcare center are disease outbreaks, conflicts, truancy, gossips, injury, death, high turnovers, instructional issues, and natural disasters. I remember once some children were playing hide and seek by hiding behind the classroom door. It was totally a safe and innocent play, but one of the kids got his entire arm stuck on the space where the door is hinged to the wall. I got some alcohol to try to carefully slide his arm off the door, but that wasn't working. I knew I had to call 911. You won't believe it, but they had to pry the door off the wall to free that arm. Luckily, no harm done, and they fixed the door right back in position. Till today, I have so much admiration for emergency personnel. As a childcare center director, I had to think outside the box very often. Being innovative in finding and selecting the most feasible solution can be the key to making or breaking your administrative career as well as the center's reputation. Lesson 5. The director is a human being. The job of a childcare center director can be overwhelming at times. The childcare center director is usually the first person to be at the center and the last person to leave for the day. Depending on centers, you might even need to stop by on the weekends to finish a task that could not be done during the week. At one center I worked, I had to be at work between 6:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. every weekday. To get to work, I had to travel about 45 minutes to and 45 minutes from. Within those hours, I was on my feet, ensuring everything at the center went smoothly. Travel time was doubled or tripled sometimes due to traffic. By the time I got home, I was ready to just jump into bed till the next morning. I remember one night I had ordered pizza, woke up in the morning and realized I was so deep in sleep I could not hear the phone ring multiple times. I was very exhausted that day. I was exhausted, and that's not all. Another event that was my aha moment was when one day my nephew had to call the police to make sure I was okay. They came banging on my door. I jumped up, opened the door, and my nephew was standing with the police. I was like, "Did you get in trouble?" And they were like, "Are you okay?" He had called the police because I failed to answer his multiple phone calls, which was very unusual. I needed to take it easy from then on. Having an in-home childcare service has helped me a lot with my mental and physical health. I have set holidays. I make all the decisions now. And if I feel the need to take a day or two off to rejuvenate, I can do that. As directors, we are dedicated to our jobs and want to make the best of each day. However, it is also very important to make the best of our mind and body, to rest, take a break, understand that we're human and that it is okay to be tired, hungry, angry, or frustrated for a time. Dust it all off, start anew, and be great again. I am a huge proponent now of everything self-care. You will notice that on this channel, I emphasize healthy lifestyle with workouts, relationships, and food. We are carers of others. Understanding that if we do not take care of ourselves, we may be deficient in the care of others can be a huge determinant of a balanced life. Please subscribe to our channel for more educative content. Share this video and leave a comment. We would love to hear your thoughts. We appreciate all our current subscribers. Help us reach our next goal of 700 subscribers. We promise to keep bringing you research-based, educative, and entertaining content. And remember, prayers get answered, miracles still happen, and everything is possible. We love you all.